I've opened up my folder and I actually want to use 4 or 5 images. I can hold the Control key down and it lets me, quote, control which pictures I select. And then when I select them, I can have these 4 pictures automatically open up into Photoshop. So again, I can hold the Control key down when I am in my File Explorer for these. Today we're going to be doing filters. For the lily, I'm going to click Filter, Convert for Smart Art. We're going to convert for Smart Art for all of our artistic filters. Okay, then we're going to go to Filter, Filter Gallery. We're going to be using Artistic. In the bottom left corner, instead of this being at 100%, I'm going to choose Fit on Screen. And then I'm going to be able to choose different designs. In this example, maybe I want to click Fresco. Okay, with every design, you're going to be able to have some little options here and just tweak it to where you want it. Right here we have an eyedropper. So you can see the before and the after. So in this example, I'm using Fresco. Now that I want to save it, that even though I opened it up as lily.jpg, if I normally do File, Save As, and I'm going to save it on my computer. Typically, if y'all will save it in your Pictures folder, and we will have made a new folder called Artistic Filters. So that way we can find this very easy when we get ready to turn it in. Okay, it says step 1, I choose the folder. Step 2, I give it a name. The first part needs to be your name. Okay, so if this is Jose, it would be Jose. And this is called Fresco. Okay, and I'm going to add Lily. And the third thing is, instead of a Photoshop document, for this, we want to go ahead and save it as a JPEG, since we're going to need to turn it in and save. Okay, so I'll show you how we can do another one really quick. Okay, so I've got my image, Filter, Convert for Smart Filter, Filter, Filter Gallery. And this one I am going to do Cutout, which makes it look like a piece of clip art. Now this is interesting. When you look at the edge fidelity, okay, when it's 1, if you notice over here, these edges, the spots on the giraffe are very textured. But when I adjust the edge fidelity up, it will make it a lot smoother. The number of levels, that's basically over here, the number of colors in the image. Oh, I'm sorry, it's the edge simplify. That's what I was trying to show you. See here, the spots are very linear, but if the edge simplify, then over here you can see they're very distorted. So it just depends on kind of exactly what you are looking for. And again, right here, we can click to turn that on and off. If you wanted to, right down here, you could click a plus and add a second layer effect. Okay, maybe we wanted to do that and then add a little bit of plastic wrap. Okay, so in this case, we used plastic wrap and cutout. Now for my classwork, we probably won't do both. Okay. File, Save As. Okay, if this is LaRonda, okay, and this would be Cutout, Plastic Giraffe. Okay, and again, I need to make sure that I change my folder. Okay, so I forgot that. So start at the top. So step 1, change the folder. Oh, here. Okay. Step 2, give it a name. Step 3 for this one, we're going to save it as a JPEG and click Save and OK. And then you can always go through and kind of do several things with it. If you wanted to, you could go and, kind of crop it first a little bit. Click the check mark, then go convert to a smart filter, and we'll talk a little bit later about that. Filter gallery. Again, now we want to do fit on screen. This example, this is a neon glow. This is pretty cool. So I can actually go and see, and hold on, the cutout, I'm going to delete that. So this is the only one I want. Okay, and then over here I can also adjust the glow size and the glow brightness. Okay, and a lot of times you maybe want to save this as someone. So this is the example of neon glow. So I can click OK. And then again to save it, File, Save As. Remember our three things. Number one, we're going to choose the folder. Number two, we're going to give it a name. Okay, always start it with your name, because if I have a lot of files turned in, that way I can alphabetize them and I can go ahead and find all of Vanessa's first. Okay, so always start with your name and then the name of the filter that you used, and save. And that's just a quick review on how to use filters. A little bit later, we can also look at all of these other ones. The nice thing about using the the filter gallery is that way you can go ahead and be looking at it and you can kind of see it live as you are working. So that's the advantage of using the filter gallery, is you can see how it's going to look as you're working on it exactly.